So I was just going along my week as per usual, and suddenly, whoa! I saw Ziliqa going up by over 100%, and the whole crypto market was just fantastically green. Like I saw a lot of news articles of Bitcoin hitting $47,000 again. It's time to buy, and like the whole market in general is just green, green, green until of course today, which is very red. Um, but the real question is this just a small pullback after days of like 20-50% gains for a lot of the altcoins, and just like, and then vroom again, right? So it's time to buy right now because it's the retracement. Or is it a trap? It just goes up and then goes all the way down and you lose money. So based on my research and what I'm looking, I'm gonna lean towards the side that I think cryptocurrencies are on the verge of a relatively nice green bull run, despite the very negative macroeconomic situation, like with the war going on, with ultra high inflation. And I'm going to just dig deeper into why I think so, right? So let's start with the technical point of view. So from a technical point of view, cryptocurrencies as a whole, they are highly correlated. So if Bitcoin goes up a lot, everyone in the market goes up a lot. So today, Bitcoin goes down a lot. A lot of the whole market is red. Whether everything else is red and therefore Bitcoin is red or the reverse, I don't actually know. But 47,000 or rather $46,000, $47,000 is a very critical number from a technical point of view because it started at this year at $46,300, and basically every time it hits around this point, it bounces right down. It goes up, it bounces right down. If it breaks and it breaks out, and then it makes a lot of money at it. I think as high as what previously when it wanted to fall below 47, it always hit 47 and then bounce back up. So it's like both a support and a resistance from a technical point of view. So that's why I think once it reaches 47K, I think it was 48K just a couple of days back, everyone cheered and think like the quote unquote recession for Bitcoin is over. So if you look at it from a technical point of view, you can see the number of times it bounced. That being said, I think what's a lot different from this particular run is that Bitcoin didn't move that spectacularly, but a lot of the altcoins like Ethereum moved from I think 2,400 to 3,400, or maybe I think as high as 3.6 at one point. Ziliqa, I think one of the more well-known altcoins, went from 4 cents to as much as 24 cents. Moonbeam, the first ever Polkadot parachain auction, went from $2 to $6. Even ADA, like from 70-ish cents to more than $1, right? And that's within a span of a week or two. All the coins were rising a lot. It's not just Bitcoin. And I think the altcoins this particular time around rose a lot more than just the Bitcoin itself. Why is that so? I'm going to share like my insights on what I've observed from the people around me. So what I've noticed is that a lot of confidence have returned to the cryptocurrency market. So how do I tell from this? It's from social cues. Like a lot of my uncle, auntie, relatives, my cousin who absolutely don't invest in any stocks, only heard about Tesla, started asking, hey, Gerald, cryptocurrency mining, worth it or not? I saw other people, he didn't even watch my channel. I see friends can make money from mining cryptocurrencies. I want to buy. Luna is good, eh? I think my friend, earned a lot of money. So then they started asking, and I recently, last week, I also met up with this kid. He basically turned $100,000 to $300,000 because he all in on, or most of his position was, I think, inside Luna. If not, how he tripled his position, right? So 100 to 300K, and he cashed out. So with such huge payout and optimism and success stories, people are starting to talk like maybe I should start to invest in cryptocurrency again. And I think this is in huge part. This in part explains why all the altcoins seems to have risen a lot more than the bitcoins. In fact, even AXS, right? It got hacked. The Ronin network was hacked, and AXS just stayed. It held despite being hacked, which is unprecedented. Like every single other hack that I've noticed, almost always, but AXS kind of stayed more or less the same. So it's either the community is unusually strong or optimism is back in the market, and therefore it's popping up with a lot of buying pressure for the alternative coins. But from a true fundamental standpoint, right, I think cryptos have one major flaw in that they have no cash flow, like in Sing dollars or US dollars or whatever proper, fiat currency, and therefore there's no valuation, right? You can only price, like, this is the particular price I'm willing to pay it, and pricing is a very tricky thing. I don't understand how to price carefully, so therefore I can't actually make a good decision that I should, whether now is good price or bad price to buy, because it's simply like a voting machine, right? And unless you have a very strong social influence, you almost can't influence the voting mechanism in any way, shape, or form. So you don't know whether it will, because with someone powerful like that, like Elon Musk, Dogecoin can just boom, and so will Bitcoin. So that's why what I do is I usually like take a step back and not chase all these prices, but rather I see from a longer term whether cryptos are here to stay. And I think cryptos have breached, has crossed the chasm, and it's almost indispensable because there's a lot of people that are currently already using it. I think more than half, based on the Kraken research in Singapore, Gemini research in Singapore, more than half of the Singaporeans under 30 owns cryptos, and more people want more. I think 60% wanted to buy more. So with huge amount of interest in it, I think it's past the point where it will go to zero. But whether it will rise a lot, I'm not sure. But I think fundamentally the cryptocurrency world is here to stay, given how rapid NFTs are. So then what I do is I use like a very simple strategy for diversifying my portfolio safely into cryptocurrencies, hoping that I can get long-term high returns. So I think my four important principles. Number one, I try to diversify, so that I only, and right now I'm about 30% into cryptos, but I hope to reduce that to about 10% because I have a lot of position on cryptos and I'm feeling a little not so comfortable. Number two, I want a dollar cost average. So if I were to buy, I try to buy slowly. But because right now I'm doing the reverse, I'm dollar cost averaging out, because every month I'm mining and I'm taking that position and putting it elsewhere. So that's number two. Number three, I make all my cryptos work for me. I almost always try to yield farm, except with the exception of chia coins. Because hard disk chia, you can't stake those. Other than that, I almost always yield farm, put in some sort of staking mechanism or LP to earn reward. So right now I'm doing this test to check whether LPs are actually accurate or not. So I'll find out in a couple of weeks or so whether the APYs, the ridiculous APYs, are actually true. So if you want to stay tuned, subscribe to watch that. Last but not least, I've learned the hard way that I should avoid all the degen type of coins, like your VVVS coins, your very, very small new coins that have often promised that they are a new type of DeFi stuff, but in reality very similar to the current predecessors that are out in the market. So I've learned that usually, unless you really, really, really know the tech behind it, which I don't, you know how to verify that it's safe, the code is safe and it won't get hacked. So far, I've never been able to make good money. In fact, I don't think I made money at all. I probably lost a good 20-30% investing in very small cap coins on average, just simply because I don't understand what's going to work and what's not. So I realized it's a lot safer to stick with the much larger, more established coins, like the top 50 or top 30 crypto coins, right? Usually they have very good development team and they're here to stay, with the exception of meme coins. Last but not least, I also rebalance regularly, which is kind of similar to DCAing out. Yeah, so that's what I do to keep my portfolio stable. So right now, I think I just sold, I think, $5,000 to rebalance my portfolios as cryptos are going up. And I just sell because today was such a red day. So this is not advice. I just want you to have some pointers to think about it. Just don't follow my strategy, because if I lose money, it's me. If you lose money, I feel guilty because you follow me. But I believe what I'm doing is hopefully an intelligent approach, and by sharing with you, hopefully you would do something similarly, or ideally more intelligent than me. Sorry I haven't been posting much. I'm planning to post more, and this video is just a simple video to update what I've been thinking, doing, and my brothers in the background. So with that said, I will catch you all next time. This Friday I plan to make a video. So take care and see you this Friday. Stay safe.